I'm your host, Kadum Chasey Henry, coming to you live with another episode on Couch Creatives. I'm gonna know and I have another guest on the show, but this time we don't have just a creator, but we have a creative, business-minded individual, an entrepreneur, a nail technician operating crazy in the industry of beauty and salon. I'm not gonna introduce you. I'm gonna let her introduce you because she has so many knowledge to share, to give, to like inspire young female entrepreneurs, but not only female, but just young individuals who's looking into getting into the business aspects and knowing how to successfully run a business. She is Amber, the owner and founder of Nula Nails.
And Tips Hues.
And Tips Hues, my apologies. Yeah, Tips Hues. Welcome, Amber. There's been some energy to the show. You know?
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Happy to be here.
A boss lady on the couch, Archie. You know, you're the first boss lady on the couch.
For real?
Yeah. Like most of the time, it's just musicians and creatives and stuff. But yeah, you are proper. Not
Happy to be here.
Not saying they're not proper, but I'm saying you are like, you know, you like high tier now. Not saying they're not high tier. Not saying. I'm just saying you're out here.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
The people get what you say.
Yeah. Just get it straight out here. But you out here running a business, you know?
Yeah.
Yo, tell us about the business. Can you like share a journey between like where it started and how it came about? What inspired?
All right. So, I studied nail technology first. I wanted to learn how to do nails, and I actually wanted to be a nail tech. I'm creative at heart, so I wanted to find a way to integrate beauty and my art at the same time, because I'm very creative in that sense. And then I became fully booked while I was studying, so before my graduation in December 2022, and I wanted to find a way to make more money while I was working, but not taking more of my time. So that's when it came about with doing the sales and getting my own inventory, because I was already using the products, so it made sense to me to do that. So that's how it came about, and I eventually found someone that helped me on my journey, acquiring the license to sell the product, specifically in South Africa, all exclusive rights, and that's what we're doing. So now we're selling. It eventually went from me working from home into a nail salon. Now it's a warehouse. We have all the stock, and now
warehouse out here. The warehouse manager and a store manager. Yo.
All above everything.
And you do this by yourself?
I do this all by myself. I do have a business partner that stays at the warehouse. Yeah. And he does the packaging, the invoicing, the orders, like any inventory. Like he helps me basically with like the day-to-day running of the business, and all the business legality stuff.
And this is the nail business, right?
This is the supply business.
It's a supply business.
Yes.
So for those watching now, you have two businesses.
It's two businesses, separate entities, but they work together.
This talked about the two business, the name and a little bit of description of it.
So Nula Nails was my brand for the nail salon. So that was how I was advertising myself, marketing myself to get clientele, social media, and just basically have my own brand. And then from there, once I started the distribution, I decided to create a brand for that, because I wanted to be a hub house for me to sell the products, everything to do with nails, from tips to colors to acrylics to gels to files to brushes, everything you can think of. And I wanted to have a separate entity for that, so that it doesn't compete with nail salons, because remember, I want to supply to nail salons. So I don't want to be a nail salon supplying to nail salons, because I have clientele and I don't want to steal or have any cross-contamination with clients, if that makes sense.
Okay, you're also like being a team player in the industry as well, and not just a competitor, you know?
That's exactly why I never expanded the nail salon, because it's not my dream.
But it's clever what you're doing as well, because you have no choice but to come to you.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you're cheaper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not only cheaper, it's just the fact that I am putting more into bringing so much bulk so that I can make it cheaper, so that I can compete with prices but also have better quality. And I wanna do this for girls, man.
Okay.
I know how difficult it is to be a nail tech and have your own salon.
So do you, when you speaking to with supply, do you like create it from scratch, or do you like order in from somewhere?
This is a manufacturer making it from scratch.
Damn.
So everything, obviously they know the chemical composition of what I need with regards to the product, but it's literally from the colors to the choices that I have are all my own.
Yeah.
So I get to decide what colors I want, how I want it to look, how I want it to come. I do my own labeling and packaging too, designing my own labeling for the bottles, whatever we have, boxing, everything.
Yeah.
Everything's from scratch.
I'm so like taken aback. Like, how does one get to the position where you at? You know, like, I'm pretty sure there's, like you said, there's lots of, you know, nail companies, you know, doing nails for clientele and stuff.
Yeah.
And not a lot of them have their own warehouse like yourself, you know. So how did one
They actually do.
They do?
Yeah, I'll give you some knowledge because a lot of men don't know this.
Yeah,
but
I'm learning.
With regards to the nail industry, it's not really, what's the word for it? They don't really check on it.
Yeah.
Like, let's say the hospitality industry, you have to have certain laws for how you run a hospital, the cleanliness, the hygiene.
So there's no red tape bureaucracy.
There's no red tape. So no one looks, no one knows what's in the products they're using.
Oh, snap.
No one knows what they use. It's just bulk imported, everyone's getting it. Great,
snap.
That's fantastic, but it's not good.
Yeah, that's not good because I can feel like they're skipping a lot of laws and safety checks as well.
Yeah.
People can get allergic reactions and stuff.
And that's what happens.
So how do you prevent that from you know, because it can damage your brand, you know, in your business. If like I bought this from, you know, from Amber and now I'm getting an allergic reaction, how do you know, prevent that from happening and coming back to you? Won't you?
So exactly that is that there's no laws around the nail industry. So for example, I know exactly all of the ingredients that are in my products, and I have all the paperwork for it. Most of the companies today don't have any paperwork backing their products.
Yeah.
Hence why you won't find most of these brands on like Takealot or Amazon, because you need these type of fine print paperwork. You can't just sell whatever you want, especially if it's something to do with like your nails, that's your health.
Yeah.
So I know everything that's in my ingredient list.
Yeah.
All the product information. And I also, that's why the nail education is coming about too, because if I'm going to be selling to salons, I can't just have them not know how to use it.
Yeah.
And in case something does happen, the education is backing.
Oh, you make sure you cover yourself from any lawsuits or anything like that. I have one important question. It's like, you started from your house.
Yeah.
How did you jump from your house to your own shop to a warehouse? So there's a piece that I want to know. How did that gap close?
Okay, so I was working from home, really nice. It was like a apartment view in Milnerton, ocean view. The clients had a really great time. Anyway, and then I was making good money there, and the person that I partnered with, he had a warehouse space in the business park up the road from where I studied actually. And I basically asked him, look, I'm really busy. I don't really want to work from home anymore because there's so many people coming in and out. It's like, it's kind of an invasion of space now.
Yeah.
And then that's how I asked him, is it possible if I can shift my studio to the front? Because he wasn't using the front section of the warehouse. So I was like, can I change that? And then that became the nail studio. And then from there, he was in the industry already with the distribution, but it was just for the school. Okay. And then I gave him like a proposition to expand. Okay. And then that's how we started working together. So we turned the entire warehouse into basically our stocking household.
Oh, so I want to know, like, 'cause a lot of people like have propositions and proposals that they send out for people to invest in them.
Yeah.
What are your tricks and trades when writing a proposal and proposition for a potential investor to make them believe in your vision?
So the first thing I did was I made an extensive business plan. So I mean,
look, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of people look at the business plan and I don't want to read through.
100%. So I was just about to say it's very silly now because a lot of people don't really look through it. But when you have an extensive business plan and you're talking to someone, and if you're speaking to someone showing exactly where you want to take a brand or the business, you have it in writing right in front of you, and you can show the person as well. Your vision, your mission, your goals, your objectives, all of these things need to be clear as day. It can't be, oh, this is how it's going to be. It has to be, this is what it's gonna be.
Okay.
With this type of work.
You tell them like with conviction.
You have to be so sure of what you're doing, and you have to be certain with the objectives that you're laying down. If you're not, writing a business plan is going to be mundane.
Yeah, it's going to be like, it's another one that comes our way.
You need to go through it thoroughly.
Oh, you had some time during COVID.
I had a lot of time, 100%.
Okay, speaking of COVID, because a lot of business was going through a rough patch right then, and I'm sure even now you probably be going through the most. You know, not every business is going through easy challenge, or not easy pathways. There's always going to be challenge. So I want to know, what challenges have you faced as a young female entrepreneur in your business, in your industry?
So far, I think the biggest challenge I've had was marketing, social media. I'm not really someone that's into social media. I don't enjoy it. I at first was perfectly okay with running the business off ground, but seeing how well businesses are doing online, and everyone's like, you need to have a face, you need to put your face, or I need to be on, and I'm like, I don't want to. So that's the hardest part, is just like fighting with myself to just go out there and just be online, because it is good. I did it before. And I don't know why, I just...
So how are you going to overcome that challenge now? What's in the pipeline to get your business up in the social media space?
I gotta persevere. So I hired a social media manager, and she basically posted on my behalf. So that was the first step, and she opened up the social media platforms for me and all of that stuff, for the pages, set everything out, and started posting things more regularly, shooting content for me, shooting everything for my website. So I think getting comfortable with someone who is in that field helped me get a bit more comfortable. So at the moment, I let her go because I want to take over, which was the entire plan.
But doesn't you like allow, because I mean the whole point of having a business, when it grows, you have different employees to do things that you're not able to do because your hands get too full.
The reason I hired her was because I wasn't comfortable yet.
You weren't comfortable?
I wasn't comfortable with
social media. But now you're comfortable?
I'm comfortable. I know how to do it, I don't really want to be online, but I know it has to happen.
So now, what does that affect your everyday business processes now? Because you have to like add an extra duty to
no,
what you
it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
It's actually part of the duties.
Okay.
Because remember, the entire way business is going now, like in today's society, in today's era, it's all digital. Yeah. So for me to not add that element into my day-to-day, I'm doing my business a disservice, because
you have to get out of your comfort zone.
100%.
How much do you want this to succeed? You have to put yourself out there
100%
in the open for you to.
And I've made so much money through social media with the little bit of following I already have. So imagine what I could do if I actually put money into marketing, if I actually have a whole system going.
Open doors to many more clienteles, you know?
Exactly. And it just makes it easier for people to find what they're looking for as well. Okay. And it will just make my optimization way better.
Okay, love that answer. Another question, in your experience, what are the key traits and skills necessary for a young entrepreneur to succeed in the beauty industry?
I think with any industry, you need to be open. You cannot be set in your ways. You need to be open to change, to learning, to improving, to criticism. But specifically for the nail industry, I would say is just to be coachable. Learning every single thing you can possibly learn, whether it comes to creativity, whether it comes to digital marketing, whether it comes to creating digital products, whether it comes to designing. And if you're not someone that's creative, it's about, you know, working on what works best for you and sticking to a niche that's great for you. But in any beauty industry, you want to make people feel good.
Feel good.
Yeah.
Love that answer. Make you feel good.
Make people
you
feel
feel
good.
nice and pretty and feel so glammed up, you know? Okay. How do you stay updated with the latest trends and innovations in the nail industry? And how important is this for maintaining the success of your business?
Social media. Social media. I follow a lot of people who are doing similar things to me all around the world. This is exactly why I don't have personal social media, but I have business social media, because I feel like it's going to be a waste of time for me to do things on my own account. Whereas if I find things that are similar to exactly what I'm doing, I can gain inspiration, learn from there, and then work on whatever I'm doing and improve there.
Okay, I love that. I love it. How do you balance the creative and business aspect of running a nail salon, and what tips do you have for managing both?
So at the moment, well, prior to this year, there was no balance. It was, I tried to be very professional. I tried to do things to the T, very organized, very disciplined, making sure everything was done properly. That did not work out. That did not work out at all. Right now, the most views and interactions I get is by being fun, interactive, creating a community or a platform where people can just say whatever the hell they want in the comments, and it's a good time. So to balance the two, I don't anymore. Like at the end of the day, it's gonna be it's gonna be professional. Customer service is gonna be great. You're gonna I'm gonna make sure your needs are met with your business. But besides that, the social media, everything is gonna be fun. It's gonna be interactive. I want to create a community where people ask questions, but also have a good time and be entertained at the same time. So there's no balance anymore.
There's all one compiled together. So, you know,
exactly.
So what's the future, Amber, for Nula Nails and Tips and Hues? What's the future?
So Nula Nails is gonna be stagnant.
Why? What's gonna be stagnant? What's going on?
I'm not gonna expand it in my personal capacity.
Oh, okay.
So I have people who are interested in franchising that brand.
Franchising, this guy's growing. Franchise, going global to international, going national.
Yeah, so people are interested in franchising it because I built such a how can I say, professional brand around the nail salon and the name itself. So I personally don't want to expand it. I'm not interested. I have my private clients. I enjoy being a private nail tech. That's great for me. But the reason why I want to keep it stagnant is because I want to use that time and that effort into showing people how my product works. So it works hand in hand. So when I'm with clients and things like that, and I am working on them, I can do demonstrations. It's basically like a demonstration and I get paid to do it. You know what I mean? And then with that content, I use it for social media. Okay. So people can see exactly how the product looks on different skin tones, on different hands, on different lengths, on different shapes, different artworks, all of these things. And so Tips and Hues is going to be the future brand, the future everything. So Tips and Hues is going to be distribution and education. So at the moment we just distribution, and we do education for the salons we supply. So let's say I supply the salon Nail Fantasy in Canal Walk, and if they have
this one is making moves out here.
If they have any issues with regards to the product or how the brushes work or something like that, I'll come in and I'll actually do a demonstration and I'll teach and I'll show how it works. There's also another brand that I supply. I don't think I can mention the names, but they have about 4 branches. And I go in and they relabel my brand, so it's the same product and they make it their own, so it's their businesses.
Do they get like a certain commission or like a cut from real blending?
So basically I get a cut from it, so I sell it to them like wholesale with a bit of a percentage, and they buy in bulk.
So they buy your product and they change the label and say it's mine.
They say it's theirs, but it's the same
quality. But when you get your credits, you know, when you get your...
I get paid for separate.
So you don't worry about
They're still coming to me.
Okay.
If they buy from that
Your
place,
product
I
is
still get paid.
Your product must be really good out here. These people are coming up to you, no damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Shoot, what is the secret? What's in that sauce, in that secret sauce of yours that's going in that product?
That's what I'm saying. Quality talks.
Well, we're gonna see, you know, after this interview, the secret sauce live on the show. Amber's gonna give us a demonstration. But before that, we have a few more questions to go through. You mentioned brand. How do you market your brand to get it so recognizable that all these different networks and partners and all these people wanted to come and work with you?
So just for reference, Tips Hues is only a few months old.
And look what you're doing now. You have a whole flipping warehouse.
Actually, I lie. Today is its 1 year anniversary. Literally today.
And you'll be operating for 4 years and we're still not at your level. Like, what's the secret? I'm learning.
It's a year today. I would say...
Because I mean, you had no social media. You did it without social media, without any digital marketing. You did it virtually. You didn't do it, but you did it like face to face with these people. Like,
I mean, this is a prime example.
Okay.
I just talk to people.
Okay.
And I network with people, and if I see it's people that are lucrative for my life, there's more than likely we are going to be in that space together where I'm going to follow your brand, you're going to follow mine, hence why I'm here in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So basically the way I market is just I talk a lot. I don't go out a lot, but when I do, I talk a lot about my brand. People know what I do. People know who it is.
Yeah.
But with regards to social media, I just post.
But I mean, everyone can talk about their brand. How do you talk about your brand? You know, like how do you convince these people? What are the keywords that you use?
You gotta find the problem. What do they call it? What people suffer with. Yeah. And then you provide the solution.
So people have bad nails and you've helped them.
100%. Okay. How many times have people complained? Oh my word, my nails are chipping. Oh my word, they're just popping off. Oh, my nail broke.
Okay. Okay, but I mean, everybody, like,
how many salons or how many clients? This is a good example. How many clients have come to me personally complaining about other salons?
So you make sure you give them the best service. That makes you unique.
Not even the service. The product speaks for itself.
Because you can have a nail store and do nails, but you can also add extra dimension to it by having a storage of supply for your nail business.
100%.
I think that's the key here. You know, you can do videography, but you have like storage of cameras to rent out.
Exactly.
Okay. We're learning.
Same field, different compartments.
Okay, last question is that what are the key lessons that you learned during your time, you know, as an entrepreneur? What are the key lessons that helped you gain that knowledge to grow?
You gotta be hungry, man. Be eager. You gotta be hungry to learn. You gotta be hungry to change your life, your dynamic, the people around you. You want to be hungry to not be the same.
Yeah.
You want to stand out in either your irrespective field or as a person. I mean, it just depends on you, but I would say like you gotta be hungry. The amount of courses I have bought in a span of like a year is crazy.
Be hungry, guys.
Yeah, I learned about everything. SEO, website building, tax, business, how to do this, how to do that. You gotta do it, and it's not even in the field I'm in. But it helps.
So you're applying those things right now?
100%.
Okay. Guys, with that being said, we don't have time now, but we're gonna go straight into the demonstration with Amber. So Amber, thank you so much for coming on the show and share that wisdom with us. I feel like everybody here has learned a lot, including myself as a young entrepreneur, aspiring to be like you, boss lady out here doing the things here. Damn, I'm inspired.
Wait. There was one question that I wanted to complete. You asked what was the future?
What's the future?
So the next step, if you guys follow the socials, which will be, the main one will be Tips Hues, and the next step for us now, we're going to go into online education. So we want to do targeted education in specific fields in the nail industry for people to learn and also create a business from it. So acquiring a skill, making a business from it, and then with these courses that I'll be rolling out, all of these clients that I'll have from this will get a 20% off of my supply for the rest of their life.
Look at this one, doing the good deed for the community out here.
Yes, so I want to teach, help you with business, and also supply you with good product.
Proper boss lady out here, giving back, you know. Lovely stuff, Emma. Appreciate it. Where can I find you? You know, where can they find you for like?
So all the platforms. YouTube will be next, obviously, for education, but you can tune in on the platforms, which will be Instagram and TikTok. Tips_and_Hues. A lot of people don't know what hues mean. Hues means color, so Hues. And yeah, you can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Next will be YouTube. It's up and running, but it's not uploaded yet.
Okay, guys, I'm excited now for the demonstration. Let's go.
Thank you. So it's going to be a demonstration on the tips and hues, custom tips and hues that we create. We only do it according to custom orders. So I'm going to show you, this is really great for if you want to do nails, but you don't necessarily have the time to go to a salon. So each custom set comes with a little package. It's got a buffer, a pusher, and an alcohol swab. So I'll show you how this works. So make sure you have absolutely nothing on your nails. You're gonna take the pusher. This is going to be pushing the cuticles back. I have done mine already, but this is purely just for information purposes. Then you get a little buffer with it. So in order for it to stick nicely, because the back of these tips are pre-etched already, so just to have better adhesion and also to make them last longer, you're just gonna buff the nails. Again, for information purposes, I already did mine beforehand, but you just buff it, all the shine off the nails. Once that's done, you're gonna take your alcohol swab, and this is gonna remove any oils or debris on your nails to create better adhesion for the nail glue. So just an example, and this dries out your nail beds completely, okay? So once that's done, you're gonna take your nail glue, which we also provide in the kit too, and you just basically gonna take off the tip. It comes according to respective sizes because everything is customized. So it fits exactly where it's supposed to go. So behind this, I'm gonna put nail glue on the nail bed myself, and then I'm gonna put more nail glue at the back of the tip, just like this. The more the better if you want it to last longer. You just gently press it on. You just keep it there for a few seconds, like this, and then there you go, it's all done. And then you just repeat with each one as you go along. So just putting nail glue on the nail and at the back of the tip. The more the better. And if you want to remove these, you can just soak them in warm water, warm soapy water specifically, and oil, and it'll pop right off. Or if you don't want them to pop off, you can just make sure that they are always dry and not in close proximity of any oils or water for the next 24 hours, and they can last you from a few days up until 3 weeks, depending on how well you do your prep. So here we go. Just gonna do this hand for you. Again, you just stick it on, wait a few seconds, and there you go. And then you just repeat until the end. Okay, and there you go. All done.
Sip some, and you gon' get your dance on. Catch me, catch me, catch me, drowning in ambition now. Wet, turning all these tables now. Blip, burning all these bridges down. Lit, catch me, damn, damn, damn.